Hello, and welcome to another episode of Plot Spotlight with Vorka Willowbrush, and here we have Twitch. Twitch is joining us today. Say hello, fellas.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Twitch. I'm here.
I'm Vorka, but I'm on a different tune for this one.
He is on a different tune. Tell us, Vorka. Tell us why you're on a different tune and where we are at.
I am actually on Nessie Darkleaf, the plot owner, and we are at the Void.
And what is the Void?
Well, the Void is the top part up here where we are right now is a Sky Lounge club. And below us on the ground level, there's some party areas and other things for people to do and chill out and relax. In the bunker, we have other things going.
Other things going on in the bunker. So where did the idea for this plot come from?
Originally, this plot used to be something else, and before Free to Play launched, we all heard about Neighborhoods was coming, and now they're calling it Communities. But so I'd hidden so much stuff on the original plot that I just created it all and decided that I was going to have to build again, because I didn't think it was fair to anybody that I linked my plot up with, that I was going to that they were going to have to waste decor to try to plug in the areas that I didn't fill in. So but at the time there was three main nightclubs in the roleplay scene that were open. There was Hugel's and the Boulder and the Villa. And I'd gone to each of them, and I thought it was really nifty that there was this really cool roleplay community within those areas, and it kind of inspired me to make this plot.
This is meant to be a communities plot. A long time ago, this is what this was supposed to be. And
yes.
On that course, that got, communities is just now on the PTR coming out as of this video.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, and it was cool too, because before Free to Play launched, a bunch of the plot owners with different clubs actually got together, and we were like, okay, when Neighborhoods rolls out, we're all going to link up, and this is just going to be one big massive club area, and people can pick which one they want to go to. And it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool concept.
So that was the overall theme you was hoping for, is just a nightclub kind of scene going on here?
Nightclubs and clubbing in general. So, yeah.
Hangout spot, party town.
Yeah. Yes. Kind of like the R&R area, because that's kind of important when when you're in a volatile area like the atmosphere on Nexus, where you got the struggle between the Dominion and the Exiles, and you got all the other factions kind of fighting each other. You got to have a place to unwind, and this is one of them.
Quite interesting. Linking all the bars together and the communities.
Yeah, and now that communities are coming out, maybe that might be a thing again. And
Yeah, that's
really
going to be a reality.
I would
Club
love
hopping?
to see that happen. Yes.
Club hopping
Love to see
RL.
that happen.
Well, you can have your dream back for this plot.
Yes. That would be so cool.
What was your favorite part to work on for this plot?
My favorite part to work on was actually Yanesi's ship. When you did your tour, you briefly glossed over it and you kind of just looked up at it and was like, "What the hell's that?"
Was it a docked ship?
Yes, it's on a couple landing pads. It's a custom built ship.
I think I remember it. Yeah. Slightly remember it.
There's landing pads all over the place here.
There is.
Yes. We'll go and take a look at that later, a little bit later. Unless you want to go look at it now.
You can go look at anything you want right now.
Okay. It's over this way.
So it's a custom built ship.
Yes, back when there was that space chase event thing, you could go through the expeditions and the ship parts.
Oh, this ship?
Yep.
I remember this ship.
Yeah, this is her personal vessel.
It's like I don't even know what it's like.
Roleplay wise, it links up with a capital ship, capital class ship, and she goes out and does other stuff. But when she just wants to go off and do her own thing, she just pilot this.
It's like an ant. You feel like an ant ship.
Well, I mean, I tried to keep with like an Orin feeling, because a ship's a very cold thing, so why wouldn't the Orin kind of throw a little bit of nature in? It was my line of thought, so something that would remind somebody of a bug or something like that.
It looks like a damn bug, I'll tell you that.
But yeah, that was my favorite part to work on.
Just the ship? I figured it'd be some part of the... Thought it'd be that big
Well-
dance floor place.
Yeah, I'm checking out Party Town down below, and there's so many great designs down here.
Yeah, it was more of a I don't know, nerd candy for myself, because the name of the ship, I actually went through some of my old German textbooks and stuff like that, and it's actually basically the equivalent of Rust Bucket in German.
Oh, nice.
And yeah.
What other parts
And,
did you like working on?
The gazebos. I really liked working on the gazebos.
I was just looking at one of those.
Yes, there's two of them on the plot. There's this first one over here that's near the... totally drawing a blank. The hot springs. This one right here. And they both... the stained glass up top was fun to work with. It was a bit of a pain in the butt a couple of sometimes, but it was fun to work with. And then doing the floor designs. This is actually the first plot that I did these floor designs on, and then I did the same design on Willow's plot. In the main lobby area of her dome home.
I do like these gazebos. I like the design of the glass in there and the floor design.
Yes.
Yeah, the floor design's what really gets me.
Yes, and then over on the opposite side, you have the other gazebo, and that one has a little bit more, what I'd like to think is more Orin influence. So,
Yeah, I'm already here.
yeah, it's got the
Oh
vines.
shit! I don't remember this one at all.
There's ivy. Yeah.
Yes, and then the floor design almost looks like acorns.
Acorns and little,
Yeah.
pillow cap and
I don't remember
super
this
star
one.
design.
I don't fucking remember this one.
Nope, in your tour you didn't even see it.
Yeah, I
did
probably
not.
missed it too. That's why I'm checking it out now.
Wow. This is an orange gazebo.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
That's a nice one.
And if you look up through the ceiling, there's
the
actually another.
Glassworks.
Yep. And then just past the glasswork is a whole different cap up there.
Yeah, in the interior of the dome.
Mm-hmm.
It only
Yep.
mildly burns my retinas.
Kind of like staring at the sun. Don't do it.
It's very colorful.
Yes. Well, I figured, you look at all the orange stuff in game, and it's all very colorful and very.
Oh yes, pastels.
Yes. So, I definitely
about
wanted to
that.
keep that. Yes. And then over here, this is just like it could be
Dance
an outdoor
pad.
dance pad. Folks could just sit out here if they want, but I really liked the Orin landing pad because of all the lights and everything. So I wanted to have that here for sure.
Yeah, I've turned these things upside down just to use the lights.
Yes. So
You can also hang them on your wall like a dream catcher.
yes, you can. I almost did that with the originally with the dome homes on Willow's plot. The exterior of the domes, the wooden part, was going to be the landing pads, but I started running short on decor space, so I had to take them out. And a lot of people wonder about this little clearing over here. This is intentionally kept empty, and basically during Shades Eve, I'll decorate it up as a graveyard. During Winterfest, I decorated it up as like
It's a holiday area.
So
Yes.
it's like a walkthrough park.
Holiday Cove.
yes, and then and folks can actually, the whole intention was that folks could actually, drop me a mail or an in-game mail or anything, and say, hey, look, can I use the event clearing for X, and I'll
Right.
be like, yeah, sure, and
Yeah.
and build it up.
Right, I want to throw a party.
Yes. And I actually have decor in my crate for doing different types of things like weddings and parties and spring events and all that kind of stuff. So far, I've only decorated up for the major holidays.
That's cool though. You gotta have a modular area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause again, going back to the one of the major things that I wanted for this is this was to be a community plot, so I wanted
Right,
people
right.
to feel like it was like they had a part in it.
You probably get that wish again.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
It's
I
happening.
like building stuff, so
What made you do this decking the way you this way. Lift it up off the ground like that.
I really, really, really didn't want to turn off the ground clutter here because I
Right.
really like the different plant life that it brings. But the way that it would poke through, if I kept the decking on the ground, a lot of folks that were looking at the initial build actually complained a lot about it.
Yeah,
Is-
that clipping gets to certain people.
Yes, and so I raised it up off the ground, and then used picnic benches as the supports.
I like this. I like it. I like the decking raised up like a boardwalk.
Yeah. It's also very Orin because you're basically you're making sure that you don't smush the grass.
Yes. So in the long run, I was very happy with the chain. So, and this outdoor theater is actually kind of a throwback to the original plot, because on the original plot, the two main features on the top part of the plot, or the outer part of the plot, was a custom theater and a really ritzy restaurant. So I brought the theater back in a sort of incantation where, again, I wanted to try to keep it open and with the natural views and stuff like that, so that you had the Orin influence, but you also have your outdoor theater.
Yep. Place for not just shows and movies, but theatrics in general.
Because I can actually take out the screen and put a little stage here, because I also have those decor pieces, and folks could, like a theater troupe could come in here and do their show.
Right, and the fire circle just makes things look dramatic.
Yes.
Good old fire circle.
Gotta have a fire circle.
Yes. You have to. They're awesome. Originally, I put glass around here as kind of like a safety thing, but unfortunately, if you put glass around the fire, it makes the fire go away. So
What do you know?
I was like,
Kind of weird.
well, because even if you use like the curved glass wall parts, and try to leave it open at the top, you can't see the fire, like, at all. The animation goes away.
Yeah, because the actual space those items take up is bigger.
So it's kind of crazy. So
No, I like it. I've been on a plot where somebody had a stage set up with a big fire like that. It adds to the drama when you're putting on a big show.
and originally, I didn't have all the pillow flooring in here, but what was it? One of my friends made a joke that they were constantly landing on the Orin tube that was originally here, and I was just like, okay, fine. And so I put in a bunch of pillows, and I was like, okay, you can shut up now.
Right, no, we're dropping onto Orin tubes.
Yes. And then when the Red Moon decor pack came out, I put this
Shit.
basically halfway platform in here, so that folks that couldn't make that double jump could stop on this platform first and then jump from this platform up.
I'm pretty sure I used that when we toured the plot.
And this is the
And
place.
then, yeah, and this is the place. I changed the toilets in here after that fateful tour because friggin' somebody didn't like them.
Listen, all the toilets needed to be changed.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't change the ones in the public restroom down in the bunker club, because that one's supposed to be kind of skeezy.
Right, Flusho fits in certain skeezy bathrooms.
Yes.
That's right.
But, yeah, no. I did redo all of them here.
More crazy glass works.
Yes, and originally there was still that kind of glitchiness. If you put glass on top of glass, it would shimmer.
Right.
And now that's not a thing anymore, so. Which is kind of good and bad, but. Because if anybody was dancing on here for a prolonged period of time, it could actually start giving you headaches.
Oh,
Glad this shimmer's gone.
that won't work on Empty. He can't see glass.
Nope, I can't see glass at all.
I'm glad that he didn't like freak out and be like, I'm gonna fall if I step on it. Yeah, I wanted when I decided on using these levitating or hovering platforms as the floor for up here. I really liked this this circle that it created, and so many people had interesting dance floor concepts at the time, and I was just like, what hasn't been done yet? So this got created because I was like, it kind of gives you that, you know, that excitement of being able to look through the floor and see that you're way up high.
Yeah, and there's other lighting effects going on aside from the view.
Yes. And I was really happy with it once it was all done.
It looks pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a really brilliant display of color.
You're up pretty high.
Yes, if these weren't here and you fell, you're
Yeah, it might bother you if you had a thing about heights.
yeah. So, and then what is it? You have the bar area over here, and I put all the different types of glasses and mugs and stuff like that down here, so that if I had like bartending staff and whatnot, they could actually just kind of pluck it up and put it up on the counter for people. And, I actually fully intended for it to get messed up at one time and not so neat and orderly, but I wanted it. You know, at first, you know, I anticipated bartenders having to get kind of used to the layout, so I kept everything neat and orderly so that you know, they could get a feel for things.
I like how you've added this Dominion decor in and made it look like it belongs with everything else here on the bar.
Oh yeah, the scanners.
Yeah, the scanners and the flanges that kind of look like wings, so surrounded by hoogles and wood. Yeah, you totally don't notice it. It's really well done.
Thank you. I really. Oh.
On the pointy things.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like hoogles and wings and stuff.
Hoogles with brightly colored eyes.
Yes, and if you, what was it? Do I still have them out? Yes. If you look at these eyes and stuff, it looks like they're looking in a specific direction.
Yeah, they are.
And that's actually kind of a running theme with both Willow's and Yanesi's plots, is that those eyes will tell you where things are.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because you got the hoogle on the other side, looking in the opposite direction.
Yep.
The same direction, technically, towards the center of the bar.
Yep.
Some of these hoogle heads look like butts, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is true.
Google butts.
I'm glad I'm not the first one to notice this.
Yeah. This is why when you put something in the beak area, that people will often confuse it as a dingus.
Ah!
It's a little too close to a butt.
Beak with stuff coming out of it.
Oh God, no. But yeah, I did these refrigerators, so that you had like your pub food you could get straight at the bar. Because the food bar on the opposite side wasn't even a thing at first. Then over here was the beer fridge. And then I don't remember whose plot I visited, but I was having a really hard time with like the speakers. Because I didn't like just having the speakers upside down and everything on the plot, because trying to hide the stuff on the top. So when I saw the idea for combining the speaker with the the bot analyzer or whatnot, I was like, oh yep, that's happening. So all of the speakers that way. And you can actually still you have to jump up to do it, but you can still turn the
Still activate the speaker.
Yep.
No, it's nicely framed.
Yes.
Looks sharp.
I was really happy when I when I saw that, and I don't remember who the plot owner was. I wish I could give them credit, because I just remember asking them, can I use that? And they were like, yes, use it. And then I used the Chua merchant stand for this DJ booth, and that was yes, that's kind of a throwback to a conversation that myself and Sundancer Mirthwood had, where we were talking about how this would make an interesting DJ booth, and so when I built the club, I was like, okay,
yeah, it's a
there's the
DJ
booth.
pit.
Yeah. And if I ever get a DJ here, I can actually move the caretaker DJ when somebody's actually doing that. Otherwise, it's the caretaker doing it.
I'm a DJ.
Ooh.
Yep.
DJ Laser Rabies.
Up here is where like the this is the captain's table. So if Yanesi's on the plot, she's gonna be sitting up here, not falling like I just did. But yeah, she'll be sitting up here, and other folks can take up seating on the other larger tables. She's got her captain's table.
Yeah? Go climb a tree.
And down here we have the food bar. Buy lots of pieces to
Yes.
have the little dish area here at the very start.
I like it. I love this food bar.
Yes. I even have I had a dickens of a time figuring out this area, and then I was just like, you know what? Fondue. And then the tray area.
Oh, this is poop.
You're funny. And then this is where you put your trash and your dirty dishes.
Are these chocolate lava cakes?
Yes. They're not they're not the sandy ones. Well,
They
they're
don't
just
have
cream.
holes in the middle.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes, and then what was it? I built the quiet room in here, kind of. One, it takes full advantage of the what is that, the sky that I chose.
Right, the night sky.
Yes, because with all the windows and everything else like that, especially the curved glass, it's like, no, the focus is really on that that sky, and
Right, the nimbus, the nebula of color.
yes, because I absolutely adore that sky, but with all the lights and everything that in the club, you really, the focus gets taken off of it.
Oh
And
yeah.
I kind of wanted to showcase it. So
There's a little more green up here on the left.
where?
It does look pretty good.
It's like an aurora borealis.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and also for folks that might have like might be role playing a character that has like anxiety issues, social anxiety or whatnot. This is quite literally a quiet room. They can have their character come in here, and it's kind of an out of the way, away from people.
Yeah,
You know.
because a lot of public party events can be a little overwhelming with all the chat scroll and everything for people like that.
Exactly. So this is a way that this is an area that they can go to, and it's a little bit more private, and it's a little, away from where the action is, where a lot of people tend to congregate. So
Yeah, I would find myself here eventually.
yes,
People overload.
yes, because some of those events are like, oh my gosh, chat scroll, the struggle is real.
Yeah, it's a good little quiet place.
Yes.
Very purple and blue.
Yeah, blue lighting, I think.
Actually, there is no lighting in here.
It's from
This
the
is-
sky.
Yep, that's just from the sky, which I thought was awesome. When I started putting in the pillow couches and stuff like that, I was like, this is cool.
That works for me.
Yeah.
I like blue.
Yes, I like the blues and the purples and the greens. I really like how these greens turned out in here too.
Yeah. Green.
And then, yes, and then I put in aquariums because there was this empty space, and I didn't.
And there's
did-
a shell arc.
Yep, I wanted to put something in there, so I created the little aquariums. Nothing major, just there.
I like the light.
Yes.
It's
And
like
then
a
up
big
here,
aquarium light.
Arcade.
Yeah. Yes, this side is like arcades and, just kind of a hangout area. And people can play cards on here, but this is actually a throwback to tabletop role playing, where I got my start in role playing in general.
Oh, well, it's a gamer table.
This gamer table.
Um,
And figured like the tabletop itself could project your characters and the dungeon that they're in and stuff. And if somebody's just doing a card game, they can, it does the same thing but with cards and whatever.
We could play some Catan.
Yes.
Drop some hex tiles down on this thing.
I'm not sure if I'll be playing anything at this table.
Yeah. Team. It's one of those things where if folks wanted to have like an actual event here, because believe it or not, there were people who were talking about using this space to host a Dungeons and Dragon esque event within
yeah.
the game.
Yeah, you
And,
use all these pillow sitting areas as tables.
Yes, and we specifically addressed the gaming table because some folks were Orin, and they were like, I can't see the top of the table in character. And I was like, just let me know how many Orin are there, and I'll make the chairs bigger.
Yeah. Give them a booster.
Yes. But, and then I, put a console game in here.
Just some big old cables on that controllers.
Yes.
So,
Well,
it's a high,
Got to be able to handle Granok.
yes.
some high power.
And they're well, I mean, like Twitch said,
lick
you gotta watch out for them Granok. They getting into freaking gamer rage.
chewing on them.
Forget about it.
Stomp,
That's-
stomp, revolution.
You only chew
Yes.
on them once.
That's more of a Chua problem.
I think if Chewa chews on that, he ain't gonna. That's it. He ain't
Yeah.
chewing on that again.
It'd be a puffball.
Yeah.
You mean they're not already?
It'd be a fried puffball.
Yeah. Then over on this side, we again have another aquarium because there was another void there. And then this was just seating, and I was like, what do some of the other clubs, what hasn't been done yet? And so I put in the indoor pool.
Oh, cool. And it's got different levels in it.
Yes, for the different heights for characters, and even has its own little changing rooms with lockers for folks to roleplay like they're putting their.
Huh.
Club. Wish Carbine would make like little plugs where the character would actually swim.
Yeah, the color and the lighting is a pretty cool effect with the water still.
Yes.
Everything underwater is slightly murky
Mm-hmm.
or foggy.
Yes. There's a lot of things that I liked when this was all said and done, and that was definitely one of them. Then bathrooms, because a lot of role players characters going to the bathroom.
Keyholes.
Yes. Keyhole urinals with little
Urinal
sensors.
cakes.
And urinal cakes, and a little box for empty, so you can wash his hands out.
Yay.
And then I redid the toilets, but I kind of picked on you with the toilet design. So I kept the flush-o-matics. I just sunk them into the floor so that the flush-o-matic is the tank.
Right, but it's pretty much covered up.
Yes.
And you have that claw.
Yes, the claw toilet paper holder.
With the waffle iron.
That's supposed to be a decorative toilet seat.
Waffle iron.
Keep thinking it.
Now, does the
Yeah.
claw remove the toilet paper?
No.
That was our question.
No, what the claw does is it like extends up to the person using the toilet,
Mhm.
so that they can use what they need, and then when they step away from the toilet, it retracts.
Well, that's handy.
Sounds reasonable to me.
It's
Reasonable
always
toilet
the,
technology.
yep, the engineering of it's always important.
It's like this
Yeah.
waffle maker.
How does the toilet paper come off?
On some plots, that's empty like it doesn't, because there is no toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the cake in those Portal games. Cake is alive.
Some plots you can't even make waffles while you're on the shitter.
I know, right? So inconsiderate. It's a thing, people. Hashtag more waffle irons. And, also the coloring, that last bathroom was blue for boys, for gals.
This is like hot
Yeah,
pink.
this is
This is like teenage
pinks and
girl.
purples.
Mhm.
Look at this trash can.
Oh yeah, it's a sharp pastel pink.
This trash
Yes.
can, man.
Yeah, I actually kind of like using the skinny waisted barrels as trash cans. I don't know, it looks like it fits. It looks like it is a trash can.
The Granite lady can put out her cigar up top.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my thought when I first saw it. I was like, trash can.
I need a grandma lady to help me put something in this trash can.
Uh-uh. That's what this little circle thing is.
Oh, is that what the door
Push
for?
against that.
Is that for orange?
Yeah, that's a little.
It's the orange door.
No, that's the little.
Yeah.
That's the little.
Everybody else
push
goes up top.
swing
We
door
go to
thing.
the sides.
No, the top is for cigars and cigarettes and stuff. Kind of like trash bins in real life. These circle things on the front that like dark brown or whatever. That's kind of like the little push door thing on a lot of trash cans that you just push in, throw away whatever you're throwing away, and go on your merry way.
Alright.
Or you could live in there.
Yeah, you could.
It's empty, could.
Be a trash can, Orin.
But yes, I actually have I have extra holiday decor, and I'll actually decorate this main area up for major holidays like Shades Eve and Winterfest. String lights from that central chandelier to the rails. Christmassy for Christmas. Spooky for Halloween. That's great.
Spooky.
Yes. Then we have the other club, which actually has a name. So that club that we just looked at is the Void Sky Lounge. Its catchphrase and advertisement would be "Blast off to the void." It works in the low grav tube, and of course the name of the club. Here, kind of tucked away and hidden, this is Boulder Holders. You can see the sign right above the door.
Oh, God.
This is supposed to be kind of your skeezy nightclub. they expect there to be some brawly types. So, yeah, right from the get-go, you see that they're not playing around either. Mind your manners, or you're probably gonna get hurt. But yeah, I created this. I really do like the bunker house because you can do a lot with it, a lot more than some people think. But created the different areas, like the entrance area here with the fence part here. This is actually kind of a throwback to the first Terminator movie, when he goes into the club looking for Sarah Connor, and he has to navigate the fence at the entrance. I was always fascinated with that, so when I built this part, I put that in.
I don't remember that. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I watch it at least 5 times a year. But you got out here, you got the the hollow tables, and the whole concept is like you can either order things from a hollow waitress, or you can actually have a hollow dancer at your table. She got the central table, complete with dragon stripper. Yeah, buddy. The bar down here is different layout, different setup. It still has some glasses for. There's a bartender. Have the glasses behind the bar. And you have a different dispenser. More heavy duty. Skeezy bathrooms. Why now? So that Zemty can pick on me.
What? Oh, you're in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got the splat on the ground, and the
That's blood,
for a
man.
good time call. yes it is. And
Oh, that wasn't the bathroom I just went into.
Oh, that's the ladies' room. Be there in a second. But the for a good time call type notes on the stall door, and after creating that one prank plot for you is empty, I almost added turds.
Turds.
I almost added turds for you. Because toilet humor is always a bonus. You have the different signs. So this is the boys' room. This is the ladies' room. And then in here you have the same, for a good time call type things on the stall. And
Oh, that's
for
nice.
as skeezy as these toilets might be, they at least have toilet paper.
Well, they do have toilet paper. That's nice. It's nice to have toilet paper.
Well done.
And it's not on the floor either, Zempi.
It is. It's pretty impressive.
Then I created this little barrier shield thing for the catch box, so that when you pay your entrance fee, you can come up behind that poor person and take it. And then up here, you have seating and the glass dance floor. And you got screens so you can watch stuff. And if you look at this back wall here, the technophage platforms that are above those two doors kind of look like boobs. That was
Okay.
done deliberately. Because the club. One of them. And then you have the VIP room.
Yeah? Then go climb
Yeah,
a
this is the
tree.
room I stumbled into.
So folks can have their private shows. Do whatever.
Why is there toilet paper back here? There's no
Why
toilets.
do you think? Why do you think? Why do you think? Some of them Erpers be crazy, man.
There's two at every table. It's going to be messy.
Those are the whacking tables for a reason. And the bottles, that's supposed to be like a lotion thing that's holding the paper towel thing. So. And then you have your...
that is a bottle I see in people's bathrooms.
And then you have the dragon stripper here. Or pole dancer.
That guy looks silly.
Well, he's putting
Yeah.
on a display.
It's like he's like, oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, somebody call someone. Get me down.
But a lot of folks actually they just find it funny, and it's kind of reminds folks not to take things too seriously in here.
Kind of looks kind of like he's like, oh, you wouldn't believe where I got it stuck this time. Oh
Yeah.
man.
And it kind of makes you wonder when you find other areas down here.
He's just going to hang in there till his shift is over.
Yeah.
And I created this DJ booth down here, and kind of created it so that either one DJ could run it, or like multiple DJs could. And I figured like
This little like gold swirly things you got right here. Look like real. It's real jog wheels on DJ controller.
yes. When I found out that if you turned the ship hand laser or ship hand cannons upside down and you get that, I was like, oh, it's going on there. This has to happen. So I had a lot of fun with that. Okay. Then one of my infamous fake doors. A lot of
Pretty
those,
good
and
door.
so it makes folks think the bunker's a little bit.
Yeah, it
Because-
looks just like the Draken door.
Yes. In here, this is supposed to be like security,
Where? Yeah.
viewing rooms, tabs on folks, and weapons locker in case people. And here, this is actually Yanesi's office. I actually have a friend of mine wants to use this this club as part of a role play. It's like a criminal enterprise type thing. So, be cool. Don't know. And I left some of the shelves and stuff empty because I wanted to put stuff there that I actually found while I was running around with Yanesi. And I haven't really found a whole lot yet, so nothing on them yet. This is her bedroom. You're over the bed because she is Zemty's favorite room.
Oh, this is the weird shit. I didn't mean to.
Yes, you did.
No, I was just. I totally forgot about that room. Because my brain automatically went, this is a screen I think I can walk through. And then I walked through it and I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't want to go
It's
there.
a strain infestation.
This is her fungin, and you can actually like sit on the chair, which is hilarious.
There's at least 3 bits of strain infestation in this room.
Yeah,
It's not supposed to be strain, it's supposed to be something else.
it's totally.
Something straining. But yeah, that's her fungin.
That's not,
Back
that's
here
not
is
what
her-
Fungions mean.
But in here, this is her little treasure room. The
In the vault.
vault. One of the features that I carried over from the original build, because I built it originally over there, and so many people really liked it that when I was rebuilding on this one, I decided to bring it back. And then we have her bathroom.
Yeah? Go climb a tree.
It's a mirror over the bathtub because she. And she has a custom toilet so that.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it doesn't have a waffle iron on it.
It's a pretty nice one. It's a pretty nice one.
Yeah, before it used to be Fleshomatic. You picked on me, so changing it up.
No, that seat cap
It's a nice
goes
tower
well
race.
with all the rest of the decor.
Yeah, I was actually really happy.
Yeah? Go climb a tree.
But I wasn't gonna buy a bunch of the packs and do away with the waffle irons. So
It's pretty nice. I like this. I like these tower racks actually.
oh yes, that's a carryover from the original plot. Not the original plot, but one of the original incantations of Willow's plot. Is I got these this concept for the shower or for the towel holders from Kadia's decor store. And I really like the concept, so I've brought it back in different ways.
Yeah? Go climb a tree.
What about your hot and cold valves here in the tub?
What about them?
What did you make these out of?
That's actually the Chua. Was it the tiny Chua cup? Turned upside down and died. Color shifted. It actually works really well because the ridges and everything else like that actually a knob.
Right, it looks like a knob. It colors nicely. That's what I like
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
And it's cartoony. It's very WildStar.
Yes. Yes, both aspects that I really liked. I don't remember who gave me that idea. I need to start writing this stuff down.
No,
so I can
it's good.
credit.
I've never seen that one before. I would use that.
Yeah.
I have hot and cold valves on my tub, but not like this.
Yes. And, those the files and the bottles, a lot of them color really well too. We just didn't do that here. It's, doesn't really fit Yanesi's style. I don't really care too much about that. She cares what's in them, not what they look like. Let's see.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You got anything else for us, Vorka?
Don't think so. Not on this plot.
You think so? Is that it? Is that it for this plot?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
We looked around pretty fully.
I think we did.
I think one of the. Let me see here. Yeah, about the only thing that we didn't really discuss is, I think one of the other spotlights might have been Mesha. She talked about how she uses Google
Oh yeah,
for
research.
Yes, I do a lot of that too. Like I'll look at something that's that we have now, and even some stuff in like the future of type stuff. And I also try to look up as much WildStar lore, and then go, okay, if I take this and I take the WildStar lore and I kind of combine it, what might it look like, and then go from there.
It's a hell of
But
a
yeah,
process.
a lot of it's based. Which is in and of itself a thing. The whole building process. So, I'll try to decide: do I want one theme, or, and I try to keep it like role play based. So I try to take, okay, what's this character about? Is this character like kind of like all over the place? Because if they're all over the place, then there's going to be multiple concepts. Or are they kind of structured? And so I take that character's traits in mind. I also take what do I want to see on the plot? What's fun for me? And I'll start fresh. I'll create a plot if I've already started building on it or whatever, and I start with the fab kits first. Am I gonna have fab kits because they're going in first, because I'm gonna build around them and find out how does a fab kit work or not, or whatnot, because some of them you can't really build around. They're not builder friendly.
Right.
So I always pick out the fab kits and check them out first, and then start building around that. Just kind of, okay, I want a waterfall, so I'm gonna put a waterfall over here, or I want this, and so I'm gonna put it over here because it works best. And what's the flow that I want as far as when people come onto the plot, what do I want them to hit where, and I try to consider view, and usually the next thing I do is decide on what ground I want to use and what sky, and I know some folks will flip back and forth. They'll make a bright sky so that they can see what they're doing, and flip it back. I don't like doing that. I'll just take I'll decide on a sky, and then I will just build everything with that sky so that I don't mess with light. So if I color shift something, it's not a big surprise that because that's one of the things that a lot of people get into, is they'll color shift something when they're using the brighter sky so that they can see everything, and then when they shift it to the sky that they actually want, they're like, oh god, that looks terrible. And it's like, yes it does. Which can make things hard when a new sky comes out and it's really, really cool, and you're like, I can't use that without like redoing the entire plot because I colored it. But yeah, I decide on the ground, the sky. I usually don't worry about music on the plot. If I have an idea on the house, I'll set the house down. I'll fiddle around with all the options there and see what I want and what I like, and then I just start building.
That's wonderful, Vorka.
I'm glad you thought so.
What a wonderful plot spotlight this has been.
Yay!
Now I gotta edit all of it.
Ha ha ha!
So,
Should be
Vorka,
a cinch.
Yeah?
I would like to
Go climb a tree.
thank that guy, that random NPC, for telling me to climb a tree. I would like to thank Vorka and Twitch for joining me.
Happy to be here.
And I would like to thank all the viewers
Always.
for joining us tonight. And stick around for another spotlight sometime.
Got
See you
at
guys
least
later.
2 more going just for me.
See you guys later.
Bye bye.
Bye.